Welcome to the 7th habit to maximizing your creativity, and this one is all about sharing and inspiring. I think both of these qualities in the creative individual pair each other and complement each other. As creative individuals, it's normal that we treasure our solitude. I know that I'm very much like that. These times are where our creativity incubates and give birth to new inspirations. But we must also realize that creativity is all about sharing our creations. This sharing is the why, capital W, if you will, of creative expression. It expands human consciousness, not to mention the many ways in which it beautifies the world. Can you imagine a world without music, literature, or architecture? The creative impulse is all about expansion when you think about it. The artist's role in our society is to expand our perception of reality by sharing his personal visions. We celebrate visionary artists because they contribute something significant that is recognized by his peers and inspire us all. Whether living or dead, there have been and are a treasure trove of creative geniuses that we can learn from and be inspired by. I'm sure that this is not a revelation by any means for anybody, because we basically are seeking this out, and probably the reason why we started as artists is because we were strongly moved and inspired by someone's creativity. It's also very interesting to find out what are the lifestyles, or were the lifestyles of the people that inspire us, what were their habits, what was their belief system, and what kind of technical innovations they brought forth so that they were considered innovators. Whether we realize it or not, we're constantly influenced by creative currents, because we're part of this limitless creative collective, inviting this perpetual exploration. It's part of the dynamics of creative sharing. My greatest inspiration was Leonardo da Vinci. If you've listened to any of the creative habits that I've outlined in previous videos, you will realize that. And I think it's safe to say he was an example of human potential and one of the greatest creative minds to have lived. I was particularly drawn to him because of his multidimensional talents. In other words, he was a master of several disciplines. So in the vast tapestry of human experience, so to speak, there exists a universal longing for inspiration. We're looking for this spark that ignites the soul, propelling us towards greatness. Now, whether in the realm of art, science, or everyday life, the search for inspiration is a journey as old as humanity itself. It is in the presence of those who embody creativity, passion, and resilience that we find the fuel to illuminate our own paths. Now, I'd say that at the heart of our quest for inspiration lies a recognition of our own potential. We're basically trying to look at ourselves and find a part of us that is greater than we've ever perceived. We're drawn to individuals whose stories resonate with our own aspirations, whose triumphs and struggles mirror our own. In their achievements, we see glimpses of our own dreams, and in their setbacks, we find the courage to persevere. And also, it's a learning process so that we don't do what created their setbacks. So from the pioneers of science to the visionaries of art, these luminaries stand as beacons of possibility, urging us to push beyond the boundaries of what we believe is possible. Moreover, seeking out those who inspire us is an act of connection, a recognition of our shared humanity. In the stories of others, we find echoes of our own hopes, fears, and desires. We're reminded that, despite our differences, we're united by the universal pursuit of meaning and purpose. Whether through literature, music, or personal encounters, the exchange of inspiration becomes a powerful catalyst for empathy and understanding, bridging the gaps that divide us and fostering a sense of kinship that transcends boundaries. So being part of artistic communities points towards this sharing. With the virtual social networking that we now have, there's really no excuse to not share, but don't underestimate the joy of physical communities where we can share our creativity over food and wine in inspiring surroundings. So this quest for constant inspiration is not merely a passive endeavor. It requires active engagement and openness of heart and mind. It's not enough to admire from a distance. True inspiration demands that we immerse ourselves fully in the presence of those who ignite our spirits. I, for one, have gotten on a plane in several occasions to meet people I found inspiring, and these meetings have changed my life. It calls upon us to listen, to learn, and to be transformed by the wisdom and creativity of others. In doing so, we expand our own horizons, discovering new possibilities within ourselves and the world around us. I think it's safe to say that in a society often overshadowed by cynicism and doubt, the search for inspiration becomes an act of rebellion. It's a refusal to succumb to the ordinariness that threatens to engulf us. I call it popular reality. What inspiration points to, I call universal reality. It's a declaration of faith in the human spirit. It's a testament to the power of hope and a recognition of a power beyond what we can dream of. By seeking out those who inspire us, we become torchbearers in a world in desperate need of illumination, spreading the light of creativity and possibility to all who cross our paths. In conclusion, the quest for inspiration is a fundamental aspect of the human experience, a journey that shapes our identities, connects us to others, and propels us towards our highest aspirations. A journey that shapes our identities, connects us to others, and propels us towards our highest aspirations. In the presence of those who inspire us, we find not only the courage to dream, but also the strength to turn those dreams into reality. It's like choosing a master plan where the realization is above what we see ourselves to be. I'm sure you've heard the expression, "Don't die before having sung your song." May we never cease in our pursuit of inspiration, for it is in the sharing of our light that we truly come alive. And a bravo for aliveness, because it's creativity's little brother. If you wish to see more of my talks on creativity and the behind the scenes of my creative meanderings, please subscribe to this YouTube channel or subscribe to my newsletter at the links below. If you wish to enhance your living environment with one or several of my images, please visit my fine art store. Be well and stay inspired.